Hey guys, it's Lisa. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a review on the new Fenty by Rihanna Powder Foundation. So this is just new out. I've tried not to watch any reviews from anybody else so far. I was very intrigued about this. I love her first foundation that she came out with, the matte version. Haven't tried the dewy version, but I snagged this up the day that it became available. So it is, it says on the website on Sephora, it is a light as air powder foundation that gives you light to full coverage with a soft matte finish. The coverage is medium. Finish is matte. It says this powder delivers a non-cakey blurred finish with no flashback. The buildable light to full coverage formula loves to be layered without settling into fine lines or clogging the look of pores. It's also sweat, humidity, and crease resistant. Plus, it has a chic portable compact. So, I went into the shade finder and I wear 170 in the liquid foundation, and that is what it told me to get in the powder. So that's what I did. And it says right here that the foundation comes in the same 50 shades as the original Pro Filter. So if you know what shade number you are, then start there and adjust as needed. And it says you may need to go a shade lighter. So we will find out if that is true, because I got the exact same shade. So I like a couple of powder foundations. Of course, the Bare Minerals. But when it comes to pressed, I like one by Makeup Revolution, and I also like one by J-Cat Beauty. So I am familiar with powder foundations and how to do your makeup differently with those. So this is what the packaging looks like. It's very cute. It is a sleek compact. It does have a mirror in it, and it says Fenty Beauty right on the mirror. There you see some of my nasty ass brushes. And then you've got the powder, and it's pressed with the FB. And then when you raise it up, you have your powdered sponge. The sponge seems to be the same on both sides. Some of them are different textures, so you can get light coverage with one side and heavy with the other. When it comes to powder foundations, I have learned that it's a lot of times good to use the sponges that come with it, or I like to use my Blendiful, but mine is not clean today, so I will not be using that. So I wanted to test this out. I'm going to do a wear test throughout the day, and I also have the new Fenty Cream Glass Bombs, and I have it in Fenty Glow, so I'm going to be trying that out too today. So let's go ahead and just get started. So when I wear powder foundation, I like to start out by doing my concealer first. So, you know what? I done this the other day, and I'm not going to do it today. Hold on. Let me dry that up. I forgot to do primer. I don't know what's wrong with me. So I'm going to go in with the Porefessional. It's nothing new to me. I've used this 100 times, so I know how this reacts on the skin. And with a powder foundation, I find that for my skin type, it is necessary to have a pore-filling primer. And sometimes if I want to make the powder foundation a little bit more with a, you know, a glowy set finish, then I'll go around the perimeters of my face with a glowy foundation. Okay. So now I'm going to go in with concealer first. And I'm just using the Catrice Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer in Light Natural. Okay. I'm going to take my beauty blender and I'm going to blend all this out first and then go to my eyes. Let it set for a little bit. Now, I'm excited to try this out. I hope it's as good as the other foundation of hers. I think I'm like on my third bottle of it that I have purchased. I really like it. Okay, so now I'm going to take the sponge and I'm just going to dip in there. Let's see. If this oxidizes much, it may be a little dark for me. But I don't know. We'll have to see. And as you see, I just like to do a press and swap motion with my powder foundations. I don't know that my way is necessarily a correct way of putting it on, or this is just the way I like to do it. I don't know, that might be, if it doesn't oxidize much, it might be pretty spot on for me. And I'm going to say it's a light to medium coverage. I will try to build it some and see if it is buildable. It feels very lightweight on the skin. And of course it is a matte finish. I don't see a powder foundation being anything but a matte finish, really. Okay, I'm going to try to build it up just a little bit around where I've got a few breakouts here. And on my redness on my cheeks right here. It's definitely nice. It took quite a bit to get a full coverage. I mean, or the coverage that I like. I put a good dent in that FB. But I like where it's at. I think it looks fine. Right now, it doesn't seem to be settling into the lines of my face or my pores, so that's good. I do like to set my powder foundations down with a setting spray, and I'm just going to use the Revolution Sport Fix. And then I'll just take my beauty blender and go right over it like I normally do. That just keeps that powder look down. Okay. So far, so good. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go ahead off camera and finish the rest of my makeup. And I'll come back and give you a timestamp of what time it is. And then we'll do some check-ins throughout the day. And let you know how it's going. Okay. See you in a minute. Okay, guys. I've got all my face on except for my lips. I thought since this was new, we would do this on camera too. So I'm going to be using the Charlotte Tilbury lip cheat pencil in Pillow Talk. As you can see, this is well loved. I need another one. I like this because Pillow Talk is actually almost very close to my lip color. So it's just a Your Lips But Better type color, and I love it. So now we're going to go over top that with the Fenty Glow Cream Gloss Balm. It looks like this. It's so pretty. It feels so good on the lips. I love the Fat Dough applicator. The color is beautiful. I'm sorry if you can hear my stomach. It's very early in the morning, so it's grumbling because we're up, I guess. But I love that color. As for my eyes, if you're wondering what I've got on my eyes, I've got the Pat McGrath palette, the Divine Rose 2. So right now it is 6:48 in the morning. So I will come back throughout the day, probably about midways if I can remember, and then of course at the end of the day, and do a check-in on the foundation. But so far, I think it's okay. Let's see if I can move you up closer without killing us all. As you can see, it looks good. It's not getting into my fine lines. I like the coverage of it. So I can't complain, really. But I'll see you in just a little bit. Bye. Hey guys, it's Lisa, and I'm doing a midday check-in on the new foundation. So, so far it is 10:42, and so far it is doing really well. Of course, I've got the marks from my glasses, which every foundation does that. I have yet to be able to find a way to stop that. Sorry, just went in under a overpass. And it's cloudy today, so the lights aren't great, but it's still wearing very well. I'm not getting really oily. It's not really falling into my wrinkles or creases really bad. So far, I think I have found another new foundation because I really like this so far. So we'll check in again here in the next few hours and see if it's still looking good. But my bronzer and everything is staying intact really well on top of it. So far, so good. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, it's Lisa, and it is now 2:51, and I'm doing another check-in. I think that the foundation is still doing good. I'm starting to get a little oily right through here, but not much. I'm not like major oily, just a little bit. It has worn some around my mouth, but that's probably from where I ate lunch, and that's to be expected with most foundations. And of course, on my nose there, and on my chin, well, my double chin, it always wears. Foundation always wears off, and I guess it's because it touches my chest and stuff like that. But overall, it is holding on very good. It's not separating. It still looks good around my nose, you can see. So, again, I'm still very happy with it. The lip gloss I have loved. I've reapplied, I think, 3 times. Of course, the lip liner stays on great, but the lip gloss stays on quite a while, too. But with drinking and stuff, it wears off. But so far, so good. I'm pretty excited with it. So I'll check in one more time before I take the makeup off my face. Talk to you later. Bye. Hey guys, it's Lisa. It is the last check-in of the day on this foundation. It is 5:53 and I cannot wait to take this off my face. It has nothing to do with the way it's feeling. It's just, it's time for me to get into relax mode. So I want to wash my face. I just got through eating dinner, had some messy wings, so I had to wipe a lot around my mouth. So that's, you know, pretty bare around my lips there. And it's to be expected after eating wings. But the rest of my face is looking really good. It's not shiny anywhere. I'm not excessively oily. My bronzer and everything is still intact. And I've had this on for almost 12 hours. So it's safe to say that I have a new foundation in my arsenal of favorites. And it was fairly quick to put on. So that makes it an even up higher on the list of favorites. The lip gloss, I loved. It when it leaves your mouth, it doesn't leave it feeling dry or sticky like some can. It stayed on beautifully. It wore beautifully. So I think that we both have a winner on as far as the Fenty products are concerned. So I recommend both the cream lip glosses and the powder foundation by Fenty. So if you have any questions or anything that I didn't answer, please leave them below and I won't care a bit to answer them. So guys, I'm going to go here and I will see you in my next video. Love you guys. God bless.